We are Paul and Janet Hagen, and we have ties to St. Martin's going back to 1957. Had an aunt and uncle that moved here. It was their dream to come to California, and they started attending St. Martin's. My uncle's name was Donald Thomas, and my aunt's name was Mary Thomas. And my mother's name was Ann Hagen. My father's name was Jack Hagen, and of course we came to church here following our aunt and uncle. And my father loved being here in San Diego. Unfortunately, he had a heart attack and died after 4 years. So there was a funeral here. We did a lot of funerals here, and I spoke at my uncle's funeral here. I remember standing right there. Do you have anything else to add? Oh, the priest, I mentioned Father Barry was the pastor here, and he married us. Of course, we heard a lot of his sermons. And then another special priest that we really enjoyed is Father John Sproul. Very warm and caring person, just amazing sense of humor, great sense of humor. And then the youngest priest that was ever here, his name was Father Douglas Reagan, or Reagan, however you pronounced it. And he was very, very warm and caring and encouraging. In fact, one of our marriage encounter nights we had at a couple's house, and he came there and gave communion to everybody. So it was kind of unusual back then to do something unless you were dying. We were married August 28, 1965, and I was 21, Janet was 19. And it was a very hot day, and the church had no air conditioning. And it was a small church, I'm guessing 30 pews, and had a choir loft in the back, and Janet knew a young man that was a good singer, and he sang the Our Father, a couple other songs.
Ave Maria.
Yeah, it was very special. And one of the things that Father Barry talked about, because we talked to him about it, was maybe the height of the Vietnam War, and I was about to get drafted, and we contemplated maybe getting married very quickly. And we talked to him about it, and he said, you need to think about it, and pray about it. And we did, and we said, we're just going to trust God, and we're going to get married here. We had to plan it out another month or two. And he mentioned that during his talk during our wedding. So it was a very special time.
Yeah. The church was so special because we didn't have a lot of people attend our wedding, and the church just seemed to fit the size of our wedding, for one thing. And even the hot day, and people dabbing their faces with their handkerchiefs and fanning themselves made it more special. It was just really perfect for us at the time. So we have so many fond memories here besides our wedding. We have 2 daughters, and they were baptized here in the baptistry, which is where the Holy Spirit Chapel is now. And they received their first communion here. I brought them to catechism at the school, and then volunteered in the office while they were attending catechism. And we even participated in a Sunday school class for a period of time, and helping to teach. And Paul's family was a big part of our memories here. They all attended here with us. We would be out all in a row, maybe about 4 rows back, all of us, a lot of times. And then we would go for coffee and donuts after. And even into the later years, Paul's mother and his aunt, when they were widowed, Paul and I brought them to church every week, because neither of them were driving then. And we had friends here, and a couple other couples that were part of Marriage Encounter, which we attended a weekend away at a mission for Marriage Encounter, and then following the encounter, We met with the couples that were there. I think it was monthly for a couple of years, and it was just a wonderful, cohesive group. Good memories of that, too. What followed that, though, a couple of years later, was a family encounter. A number of families containing couples who had attended Marriage Encounter had a family encounter over in the big hall, and each family had a blanket spread out on the floor. We did everything on the floor, and it was an entire weekend from Friday night through Sunday about noon, ending in a cute little special mass. And our daughters still remember that to this day. So, yeah, this has just been a special place to us.
Yeah, so my uncle, he attended here for 46 years till he died, and then his wife, my aunt, she attended here for over 50 years until she died. My mother attended here from 57 until she died, so over 46 years there. And back then everything was very, very formal in the church, and lay people weren't too involved. So I was in, I guess you'd say, the first class of lay ministers, where we had to take certain studies, and they gave us a special medal to wear, and got to talk about have two readings on this side of the church before the priest read the gospel on this side of the church. So that was a special time also.
What was the gift of this parish that you took away?
Well, the gifts, for me, the gifts are so many special memories, because you can't buy special memories. It's just, they're there with you, and I mean, I still picture her walking down the aisle during the wedding ceremony. So, and you know, the circle of life, marriage, our daughters being born, and funerals here. It's right from the Bible.
Yeah. For me, I wasn't Catholic when I started coming here, and what really grabbed my heart was the spiritual experience. The music and the bells and the incense, and the most special thing that I look forward to every year was Midnight Mass.
And it was actually at midnight.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and we were in our long row of family, and you know, telling the kids to sit still, and Paul's uncle, kind of cracking a joke, and just such a warmth of family and community.